Wilson's Buckeyes at rings.
I think one of the keys, if we have a key, we don't certainly have the superstars that they have. If you look at the all-around, the other teams have it, but we're stronger. I think we're physically stronger than the other two teams, and if that proves to be an asset, competing 2 days in a row and in less than about 12 hours, then we got it.
2 days in a row, less than 12 hours apart. Wilson referring to yesterday's 10-team qualifying round, where 7 were eliminated, 3 advanced to the finals. Here's Jay Foster for the Buckeyes on rings.
Talking about strong, look at the tree trunks on this guy. Jay is very, very strong. Notice a solid handstand, very much in control.
And Jay Foster, the best all-around gymnast ever at Ohio State. Quite an accolade as a senior from Dennisport, Massachusetts.
Now he's going to lower through a planche down to an iron cross, real steady. And look at that, a pull out to an L position. That's a very difficult strength sequence.
Now you understand, Bart, kind of why he was the Big Ten champion on the rings this year.
Nice work, a full twisting double and nailed the landing. Great exercise.
I sense you like Jay Foster's routine on the rings. Are you expecting a solid score?
I'm sure he'll score very well. It was clean, solid. All the positions were very, very direct. Notice a nice iron cross. Look at the strength it takes to pull out to an L position.
And that's really the trademark of Ohio State's gymnasts. Strong, powerful.
Very nice press to handstand. Not touching the straps. Good control.
Ohio State continues to roll. Now to the British Nittany Lion, Terry Bartlett.
He was an Olympian in '84 and turned in a very credible job in those games for a man that was from a country that wasn't in the running team-wise. He scored extremely well.
I get very excited for any big competition, and I've got as much butterflies now as I did for the Olympic Games, so I'm very excited for the whole thing. I think I'm one of the key performers for Penn State, and if the team does a good job before me and I do a good job finishing up, then the team should fall into place.
So far, the Penn State team hasn't exactly fallen into place, but rather fallen apart.
They have had a very tough time, without a doubt. Here's Terry's mount. A laid-out double back. Perfect. Great skill. That's very, very difficult to do, and he handled it. The landing was perfect.
And if there's anybody who can pick up his team, it's senior co-captain Terry Bartlett from England. He's the man they look to for leadership.
I think what they need here is a great exercise, one that'll help motivate the team. So far, it's very good. The tumbling is aggressive and intense, and yet all the transitional elements are very smooth and very slow and controlled.
You know, Bart, you mentioned the word aggressive. That's something that's been missing throughout the Penn State routines. They've been tentative. They've been tight.
Maybe it's that first place ranking. Maybe that's what's intimidating them a little bit. His third run, handspring, 1.5 twisting front somersault. Very nice. This is a difficult exercise, and he's handling it very effortlessly.
Well, he's a gymnast with maturity, and of course, you know that he was in the Olympics. He was the Britain's best Olympian last year.
Here's his dismount. Round off back handspring, double back. Nails the landing. That's a nice exercise. That's what they're going to need to do if they want to get back in the running.
Bartlett, of course, trying to snap his team out of the doldrums. Let's take another look.
Yeah, this is an incredible mount. It's a double back somersault, but notice the body position. He's straight. He's laid out. Lays back once, twice, and just nails the landing. Very good work.
Ah, the judges actually agree with you. 9.85, outstanding. That should get someone's attention. Now here's Nebraska's Wes Suter on the horse.
Wes is very good on the horse. Notice the great toe point, perfect body extension, flared circles, nice straight legs, great execution.
And his concentration level seems to be there throughout the competition.
Nice work. That's a good exercise. It'll score very well. Not one of the most difficult exercises, but a good one.
Is Wes Suter the type of athlete who can replace you and your Olympic peers, the Vidmars, the Gaylords, the Daggetts? Does he have that kind of talent?
I think we all knew that Wes had the talent and the ability, but I don't think any of us saw until this weekend that he also has the determination necessary to take over the leadership. Good work here on the pommel horse. Hop up to the middle. Good flares. Nice extension. Good clean work for Wes Suter.
9.7. West Cedar keeps the heat on Ohio State with a good score. Question is, can the Buckeyes and Steve Bradley handle it?
Well, so far they've been doing very well, very consistent, and like we talked earlier, I think that's the key to winning this competition. They haven't made any huge mistakes.
Steve Bradley, one of the few juniors on this veteran Buckeye team.
There's a kip to a straddle plunge. A little weak there. He could have held that a little bit longer. Nice giant swing, split position in the handstand, good control. Power down. Now that was a power down to an L. That was unusual. I don't know quite why he did that. He pressed back up to handstand. Probably to get in the requirement that you have to do one press to handstand during the exercise. An open pipe double somersault. Not one of those strongest exercises.
Coach Mike Wilson talks about Bradley as being a gymnast with the most potential to be outstanding on this Ohio State team. With the most potential to be outstanding on this Ohio State team.
That was a pretty good exercise, but he did have a little trouble here in the strength move. There's a plunge, a straddle plunge, but he's not quite holding the position locked out. That'll cost him a couple tenths of a point.
And it did. Only 9.1 for Steve Bradley, so Ohio State falters slightly, but still, at the midway point of the competition, Ohio State holds a slight edge over Nebraska with Penn State fading.